Hey, what's up? I'm Cabine from E93, Savannah's hip hop and R&B leader, and right now I'm chilling with my homegirl EP. This is Spiritual Detox. It's about to go down.
EP, chilling, doing Spiritual Detox at the mansion. As before, I know you guys missed this shot. I'm back again. We're doing it all good with Cabine. It's going down in the building. We're going to Spiritual Detox. We'll get more into, about who he is and where he's trying to go with his life. So, that's what it's all about. King, I'm so glad you came. What made you come back again?
I liked our last conversation. Everything was just really flowing with us. So I said, I got to come back because it was real loud environment last time we talked, and I wanted to make sure that I get my message across, and I got some things I want to get off my chest. Spiritual Detox is about to go down, and we vibing. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Right. So let's get into the questions. Let's get down to Spiritual Detox. As you know, Spiritual Detox is really about, the individual, the person of who they really are, and we're just trying to vent about what's really going on in our life. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. When
I heard you on the radio, it's times I've been depressed. I'm like, Dad, you sound like he having a good day. And what I want to know is, do you have a good day all the time?
You know what? Some days are good, some days are bad. But that's a real good question. I'm glad you brought that up because, for the past couple of years, I haven't really been having good days being on the air, but I know that I have to be a professional because this is my job, this is what I do, and I know I have to uplift a lot of people. A lot of people, They go through it. They go through it in life, But even though I'm going through, my drama and my family business and everything like that, at the end of the day, I know that there's people out there that's going through worse off situations than what I'm going through.
What is the number one thing right now in your life that is stressing you?
This is the first time I've ever talked about this publicly, but my mother, she was diagnosed with dementia, Alzheimer's, back in 2008. And when she was diagnosed with that turned my whole life around because she was a smart, educated woman. I mean, when you look at my mom, you think of a strong black woman. My parents divorced when I was like 8 or 9 years old. My mom raised me by herself, put me through college out of her own pocket. I didn't have any scholarships or anything like that. She went to school, she got her master's, she got her PhD. My mom is a brilliant woman. And to see somebody go down mentally, and for those people out there that don't know, like dementia, Alzheimer's is when you start losing your memory. You just completely you just shut down. And her dementia, she's like a child. She's almost like a little kid. So she has the mind of an 8-year-old kid. And that's difficult to watch. You know what I'm saying? Just to see her like that, it's tough. So that's my stress right now. And it's not from her. It's just because I hate to see her like that. That's where the stress comes from.
I can't even imagine because like my mom and dad been there for so long. But one day I'm going to have to go through it,
Yeah.
With that being said, you're talking about your mom. I want to know this. You seen a person that you've been with your whole life be a certain way to it's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how has that been such an impact in your life for somebody to be one way 1 minute and then it's just gone?
I really go through stages where I'm thinking like I don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's really my main concern. But I don't even really speak it because they say you're not supposed to speak it. You're supposed to stay positive with the whole situation. I'm a very positive brother. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even speak that. But sometimes I can't, honestly, me being human, I'm always thinking in the back of my mind, please don't let that happen to me.
To be in a situation like that, how do you deal with it? Do you go visit her? Do you help her more and more, knowing that she's sick and she's doing these things? Mm-hmm. Do you run away from her? How do you deal with it?
Well, I pray a lot. Right. Prayer is what's gotten me to where I am right now as far as my career. Right. It's gotten me to sit at this table with you right here. Right. Prayer works everything out. That's how I overcome everything. I pray. Right. I pray all day, every day. Right. And yeah, I go see my mom. Yeah, it works. Okay. All day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And once again, keeping that positive outlook on life. Because once again, my mom could be dead. I have a mother that's alive. I know people out there that don't have moms. So I enjoy being with my mom. I go see her every day. Here's something that a lot of people I'm talking. I'm
talk.
keeping it real.
I need to talk. Spiritual Detox.
Let me talk. Let me wrap my head on this one right here. It's getting hot up in here.
Right.
when my mom was diagnosed, she was in Atlanta all by herself. People, they were taking advantage of her. They were coming into the house. Money started missing. One week, $2,000 just disappeared out of thin air, out of nowhere.
Wow.
And I was like, dang, you know, like, when that happened, EP, I was like, okay, I'm going to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta, went to my mom's house. I said, Ma, I said, I want you to come down to Savannah with me. And Mom, she was like, no, I'm not coming. I'm staying in my house. I'm not going anywhere. But this is just how much my mom loves me. I said, Ma, I said, I need you to come down to Savannah and help me clean out my garage. Okay, I'll help you, because my mom would do anything for me.
Right.
I'm her baby. And she did. But it hurt me because I almost broke down and cried because I knew that she would never see her house again. That's the kind of stuff I deal with.
With all that being said, you know, are you preparing yourself every day? You feel more appreciative because you never know what, you know, that she may be in one moment, in one moment she may be gone. Like, do you think like that sometimes? Like, let's just be honest.
I think, you know what's going to be the worst day of my life?
What's the worst day?
Is when she's not going to recognize me.
Okay.
And when my mom, when she says, when she's not going to know who I am, it's like, dang, that's what happens. The doctor said, when they told me, they said, your mom has dementia. I said, well, okay, what medication are you going to give her so she'll be all right? I said, oh no, she's going to, you know, be like this for the rest of her life, and she's going to be worse. It's a gradual downward spiral, and you need to be prepared for her not to know your name.
I think that she's just happy with the fact that, now I'm not going to say I think, I know, you're a decent man. And what any mother or any parent will want with their child is knowing their child won't be alright. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And knowing that the child's going to be alright, they know how to deal with the world, they know how to live on their own, they know how to deal with people. I think that is the greatest gift that any parent can do for their child.
Right.
I don't know what it is, God getting you prepared for something, and it's more or less like, you know, just don't become numb. God forbid if something ever happens. When I say numb, people feel like, you know, when they lose the person they always love, they don't care about nobody else.
Right.
Don't become that person.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
But you know what? I could have become that person.
Yes, you can.
You know,
you have a
I could have
choice.
become that person when they diagnosed her.
Right.
You know, but you know, I got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it moving. I got to stay positive because once again, she's alive. You know, I give her a kiss. You know, she gives me like a little kiss on the forehead. That's my mom. That's my Dukes. You know, and I love her to death. You know, so I know everything is going to be all right. I really do.
Did you ever think you'll be on radio?
Oh yeah, I always knew. Believe it or not, I knew I was going to do something in entertainment, but I didn't know what it was going to be. My mom has tapes. I have tapes that I found.
Right.
Just a couple of weeks ago, I went up to the A that has me like acting like I'm on the radio.
Right.
8 years old now, doing this.
Right.
Hey, what's up? This is, you know, I was like, yo, this is Cabine on V103. Like this is what was supposed to happen.
And guess what? Look at your mom. She taped every moment of it. See that?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
She left you some memory.
Right.
You see that?
Yeah.
So how did you get started in the radio? Like, how did that come about? Where, you know what? We want you on the air.
You know what? I started over at Savannah State University. WHCJ.
Right.
You know about that.
Right, of course.
You know what I mean? Got my start over there. I was doing a jazz show called the Jazz Supreme. I hosted up for about like 3 years. And then after that, you know, I started, you know, I kind of got to a point where I was really wilding out on campus. To make a long story short, I got myself together after all the wilding out and ended up getting an internship at E93.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to stop you right here.
All right.
Okay, spiritual detox. Okay.
Spiritual detox.
What I want to know is how you was wilding out. What happened? You was wilding out.
Oh, I was wilding out. I was doing drugs real bad. I was partying a lot. I've always been a life of the party. Still love the party. I still love to have a good time, but to a certain extent. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, be out there wilding out like I was. And, you know, I was hanging out with, like, drug dealers in Savannah, chicks.
How did you turn on, like, drugs? Like, what was your first drug?
I'm gonna tell you, I was hanging out with this girl. I don't want to say her name, and you know, she did cocaine, and she introduced me to it. She was the one that introduced me to it, and it was just a bunch of us in the room. And believe it or not, this might sound like a cliche, but you know, when the drugs were all out on the table, everybody was like, peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
That's college,
college.
Right.
And I was like, okay, you know, I'll do it. Straw in hand, and started doing it. I did it for about 3 months. And what happened was I started doing it so much that I started looking like a borderline crackhead. I had lost a bunch of weight. My skin had gotten real pale. Even when I went home, I remember
what
my
kind
mom.
of drugs was you doing?
It was just coke.
Oh, coke.
I was just doing cocaine.
You doing weed too?
I smoke weed, yeah.
Oh, weed. They mix the cocoa with the weed and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Boys, you know, okay. So, you know, so.
I was wide open,
wow,
for real. Yeah,
okay.
and a lot of people wouldn't even think that, because a lot of people, they say, oh, well, Cabine has this real clean cut image, but no one ever knew what I was doing. Did you ever do that
you would get turned down with coke?
Never even thought that. But I was just partying a lot, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out with like these chicks and, you know, like the ballers and stuff like that, and we'd all party. We go to Frozen Paradise all the time, you know, and that was just a lifestyle. That was like a lifestyle. And it was one day, what happened was, we're at this cat's crib. He had a huge crib in Savannah. We had been partying one night. Woke up about like 5 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was passed out in the house.
Okay.
Everybody was wasted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were really like just gone. So I'm stepping over bodies, literally trying to get to the bathroom. And when I got up in the bathroom, I was like, looking at myself like, yo, like, this is not the life I wanted for myself. This is not the life I wanted that my mom wanted for me or for myself, because I'm about to flunk out of school. I'm about to lose everything. So I could see my mom. Once again, I saw her, and she paid for college out of the pocket. So it was like I was throwing all her money away. So what I did was I got myself together, got straight, stopped smoking weed, you know what I'm saying, stopped doing cocaine. I had my drink every now and then, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I was like, that's not, that's,
yeah,
all right, but that's not drugs to me, you know what I'm saying? That's like a beverage, you know, you can buy that. And you know, I got myself together, ended up graduating from Savannah State, started my career off in radio, and I'm here talking with EP on Spiritual Detox.
What are you doing to make you happy besides that?
I surround myself with real good, positive people. I hang out with my friends. I travel a lot.
Where you like traveling at?
Miami.
No! You like Miami? Miami's the bomb, man.
I love Miami. I love Miami. That's like, Miami is my second home right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I like to get it in. And
but my friends thought I was crazy. I wanted to go to the swamp. I wanted to go.
Now I don't get down with the swamp. I don't, you know. For me,
whatever. I'm just saying what I'm going to do. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm glad I brought that up. Why wouldn't you do that?
Why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah.
I'm not really an outdoor kind of person. I'm in the city. I'm an urban dude.
Right.
Metropolis.
So if you're an urban dude, how do you deal with Savannah?
It's called Savannah. We're downtown in Savannah, the beautiful mansion right now. I'm not a woods
you should
type.
Try it.
What?
Try it.
The woods?
No, not the woods. No.
The swamp?
No.
What?
Where is the swamp? Is the swamp you alligators and stuff that
Yeah, I stay by the marsh.
Yeah.
I stay like, you know.
You don't have to stay by the marsh. You can go visit it.
I'm not big on outdoors.
You're not? Wow.
I'm not, because when I was a kid.
All right,
true
so
story.
and be honest. What happened?
Well, my mom and dad used to make me cut grass all the time when I was a kid. So that's all I did was cut grass. And the front yard was huge. It's huge. And I have to cut that grass all the time. So I don't like the outdoors.
You know, with that being said, spiritual detox and whatever, you feel better?
Oh, I feel much better. It's cool. You know, it's still, you know, kind of like in the back of my mind, like, have I said too much? But, you know, I feel like, but you know what? I'm not worried about that, because I know that my story will be able to help someone. I really want to interview you.
I want you to.
I want to do Spiritual Detox, but I interview EP because, I mean, like, you do serve as like an inspiration for a lot of females. A lot of females are going through the whole domestic violence thing, and like, you know, you and I, we discuss, everybody's got a story to tell, and everybody's going through something. Some people are going through something, so you never know. You know, your story might really affect and help somebody out.
So it's a spiritual detox. You know, Kenny just got finished relieving his spiritual detox. He feels better now. That's what spiritual detox is all about. Getting out, you know, what you really feel and not what everybody wants you to feel. You know, so it's all good. Stay tuned. More to come. Peace.